very, very briefly, the motivation that arouses us, catalyzes us, inspires us to engage in spiritual practice generally, in meditation specifically, and in this session right now. The motivation, the aspirations, what moves us, has a very deep, subtle influence on directing the course of the practice itself. So I invite you now to bring forth the most meaningful motivation you can, and to be very candid, very straightforward. If you're drawn to, would like to immerse yourself in the practice of Dzogchen, including the shamatha, the vipassana, and onwards, there really is only one suitable motivation for this whole approach to practice, and that is bodhicitta. So I invite you now to arouse this aspiration and resolve to achieve the perfect awakening of a Buddha as swiftly as possible for the sake of all beings. And with this motivation now, with far fewer words, let your awareness descend into the body right down to the ground. Let your awareness permeate the whole space of these somatic sensations. And settle your body in its natural state, one of relaxation, stillness, and vigilance. Then settle the inner voice of your mind. The inner commentary, in its natural state of effortless silence. When there's nothing to say, say nothing. And rest effortlessly, serenely, in the silence of your own mind, and facilitate this by settling your respiration in its natural rhythm, unforced and unimpeded. And then we go to the core, the source of all the stress, the anxiety, the tension that we experience. It all stems from the mind. Let's address the issues of stress and tension and rumination at its core, its source, by settling your mind in a state of ease, releasing concerns of the past and future, carefree, relaxed and loose. And in releasing all grasping, both of aversion and desire, hope and fear, awareness naturally comes to rest in stillness, resting in its own place, holding its own ground. And the awareness that is still and free of grasping is naturally bright and clear. So not with arduous effort, not with diligent striving, by releasing and relaxing from your core, Let your awareness come to rest in its own nature, its own place. Relaxed, still and clear. Without doing anything, without focusing on anything, without meditating on anything. Simply sustain for a very short time this flow of mindful presence, simply being aware. And being aware of being aware. And rest there for a little time. And now let's begin meditating, putting the mind to work, to refine itself, to balance and hone our attention skills. So I invite you now, from this vantage point of the stillness of your awareness, resting right where it is, direct the light of your awareness, which is to say, focus your attention on the entire space of the body, the whole somatic field. Let your awareness illuminate whatever sensations, earth, water, fire, air, whatever feelings of pleasantness, unpleasantness, neutrality within the body. Let your awareness, this mental awareness, illuminate, make manifest whatever experiences, sensations, feelings arise within the tactile field. And view the movements within the body from the stillness of your own awareness. View these sensations as nakedly as possible, that is, without the clothing, the overlay of ideas, concepts, labels. Simply observe them for what they are, free of the overlay of I and mine. Simply observe tactile sensations as tactile sensations, tactile feelings of pleasure and displeasure and indifference as tactile feelings. No need to label them, no need to think about them or to visualize them. Observe the movements within the body from the perspective of the stillness of your awareness. The practice here is to focus attention single-pointedly, but not on a single point, but rather to focus your attention single-pointedly on the entire field, the whole somatic field and the whole array of tactile sensations and feelings arising within this domain of experience. Focusing on this and not deliberately giving it any attention to the visual, the auditory, or any other field of experience. now as a shamatha practice of mindfulness of breathing, let's be more selective within the range of tactile sensations, solidity, moisture, heat and cold, movement, tingling, vibration, many sensations arising. Within this range of tactile sensations, now deliberately, selectively focus just on those sensations throughout the entire body that are clearly correlated with the rhythm of the respiration. Experience your whole body, breathing in, breathing out. We are seeking to balance the mind by way of attention. And the first challenge to take on, breath by breath, is to relax more and more deeply, especially with each exhalation. To relax more and more deeply, but without losing the clarity of awareness with which you began. That's the balance. Deepen the sense of relaxation without spacing out, getting dull, without losing the clarity with which you began the session. Let's take on that challenge, that first balancing act. Of course, we have a lot of momentum for rumination, the involuntary, obsessive, compulsive flow of thinking. It's not going to go away with an act of will. But with every out-breath, as you relax more and more deeply in the body, as you release the breath all the way through to the end, with every out-breath, gently, persistently, release any thoughts, memories, images that come to mind, and return to silence. The first indispensable step is to learn how to relax more and more deeply in body and mind. And the key is the respiration. The key to the respiration is the out-breath. Let's move on to a second challenge. The refinement, the attention, the practice of shamatha certainly entails more than simply relaxing. It must entail the cultivation of stability, of continuity, sustained focus. Otherwise, it's not shamatha. So we move to the second challenge, and that is now to explicitly exert some effort to maintaining the continuity of the flow of focused attention, focused upon the sensation throughout the body corresponding to the in and out breath, without distraction, without forgetfulness. Sustain the continuity of the flow of voluntary attention. Stabilize your attention, but without losing the underlying sense of ease, relaxation, looseness. That's the second challenge. Enhance the stability of attention without losing the sense of ease that you've already cultivated. To help facilitate this accentuation or strengthening of the stability of attention, the continuity of attention, you might find it helpful to introduce a type of oscillation. And that is, as the breath naturally flows in, effortlessly flows in, arouse, focus your attention, concentrate single-pointedly on these sensations throughout the body corresponding to the inhalation. Do so with a quiet, non-conceptual mind, highly focused. And as the breath flows out, deeply relax, let go. While all the while gently sustaining the flow of awareness, the mindfulness of the sensations of the respiration throughout the body, arousing and releasing. Arousing and releasing. And every time you release, as the breath flows out, release any thoughts or memories that it may have come to mind. Throughout the arousal during each in-breath, throughout the relaxation, with each out-breath, to the best of your ability, sustain a non-conceptual, non-discursive flow of cognizance, a flow of knowing. Knowing the sensation throughout the body of the in and out breath. But in the practice of shamatha, the eventual achievement, the full achievement of shamatha, It's not enough to be relaxed and calm. The full cultivation of attention must also entail the accentuation of the clarity, the vividness, the high resolution, the sharpness of your attention, so that you're able to discern even very subtle and very brief events, the subtle perturbations in the field of the body, corresponding to the in and out breath. So especially during inhalation, now attend more closely, sharply, high focus, to accentuate, to enhance the clarity, the resolution, the vividness, the intensity of your awareness, but without losing the underlying sense of calm, of stability, of stillness. The task at hand is to maintain as continuously and as clearly as possible an ongoing flow of mindfulness, of the ongoing flow of sensations throughout the body, corresponding to the rhythm of the respiration. So we seek as continuously as possible to maintain the flow of mindfulness. To facilitate that, we exercise and refine our faculty of introspection by which we monitor the flow of mindfulness, recognizing as swiftly as possible when the attention is strayed either to some other sensory field or more than likely caught up in some rumination. As soon as you see that you've lost focus, your attention has strayed into excitation, noting this retrospectively, note it with introspection, and then apply the remedy. First of all, relax. Release whatever captivated and drew away your attention. And return to the present moment, to the object of mindfulness. Relax, release, and return. Again and again. And when you see the mind has become dull, lost clarity, retrospectively apply the remedy here and now. Refresh your interest and the focus of attention. Restore the flow of attention and retain that flow. Mindfully breathing in, mindfully breathing out.